Mysteries will not be seen tonight, so that we may bring you this A&E special presentation, Phil Collins Live by Request. Brought to you in part by the all-new BMW 3 Series. Everything your car does well, it does brilliantly. And by AT&T, it's all within your reach.
Live from New York City, it's A&E's Live by Request, starring Phil Collins. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Phil Collins.
Everybody say the word. Thank you very much.
Well, we can go home now, huh? Well, good evening, everybody, and welcome. Okay, yeah, okay. Come on. Woo! Good evening and welcome to another fantastic night of live music here on A&E's Live by Request, starring, guess who? Phil Collins. I am your host, I'm Mark McEwen. We are live on A&E, simulcasting on radio stations from coast to coast and webcasting live on the World Wide Web. As you know by now, Live by Request is the show where you, yes you, get to call in and talk to your favorite artist and request your favorite songs. Tonight, we've got Phil Collins, classic music, a little Genesis, right here center stage. So if you want to make a request and talk to Phil, call us at 1-888-414-PHIL. That number again is 1-888-414-7445. Phil is 7445, just in case you didn't know. Now, if you want to get us on the World Wide Web, log on to our website at whereelse.livebyrequest.com. I like that. Phil Collins, rocking and rolling, having fun, some great music, and some special surprises. Don't go anywhere as we return on Live by Request.
If you thought AT&T One Rate Plus made calling simple at 10 cents a minute,
A little too simple, maybe.
now there's something that'll have you calling even more.
What, are you sick?
Introducing 5 cents a minute on weekends.
That's half off.
AT&T One Rate Plus. 10 cents a minute, anytime, anywhere, and now 5 cents a minute on weekends.
How do you sleep at night?
Some of you dialing perhaps a little too hard.
To get 5-cent weekends, call now to enroll.
For the best performances in a starring role, American Century's 5-star conservative equity funds.
Call 1-800-422-7420.
Send your packages in 2 days with FedEx to lots of different places. You get lots of different prices.
Send your packages in 2 days with UPS to lots of different places. You get lots of different prices.
Send your packages in 2 to 3 days with Priority Mail to lots of different places. You get the same price.
You know, $3.
So, what's your priority? Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
Are you okay?
Taxi! Yes, guys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Prodigy Internet has faster download speeds, so you spend less time online and more time on life. Prodigy Internet.
Ah, yes. Phil Collins, Live by Request. I'm Mark McEwen. Welcome back to A&E's Live by Request. Phil, you've got a new record coming out this Tuesday. It is a greatest hits.
Yes.
And we are so very happy about that. The one song that you knew had to be on the album.
She's got it. Look, good God. How'd you get hold of that? Sorry, what was that?
The one song that you said, this one has to be on the record.
Oh, well, you know, it was difficult because some hits were hits in parts of Europe but not in America, and some were hits in America and not parts of Europe. Yeah. But Well, there are songs like Susudio One More Night. Obviously, they have to be on the record, but there's quite a few on there. I've been lucky.
Yeah, and that's not hit, it's hits. We like that. Okay, the number to call to request your Phil Collins greatest hit is 888-414-PHIL. They're out there going P-H-I-L on the phone. If you want to email us, log on to livebyrequest.com, or to catch us on the radio, tune into our live simulcast on Media America radio networks. All right, you ready? Here we go. First call, Judy from Wisconsin. You're on the air with Wisconsin. You're from Wisconsin. You're the first person to call in. Fire away.
Could you play Canterbury Love?
Yeah.
And wanted to say I saw you at Camp Randall Stadium in Wisconsin, and you were excellent. You're a great showman and great sense of humor.
Well, thank you very much. That's very nice of you.
You can't hurry love.
Yeah. We know that one, right? Thank you very much.
So how you feeling so far?
Oh, I'm ready to go.
Are you ready to go?
I'm ready to go.
Got the sneakers on?
Yeah.
You doing well? We have another call. This is Simon, up north, Ontario, Canada. Simon, you're on the air with Phil Collins. What's your request?
Yes. Hi.
Hi,
Actually,
Simon.
it's Simon.
Oh, Simon.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Bonjour, Phil.
Oui. Okay.
Excuse
me, we're just talking French.
I'd like to request Against All Odds.
Okay.
And it's dedicated to my wife. And we've gone through a long period of time where we had certain problems, and you've been an inspiration to us.
All right. Simon.
Very, very nice. It's always some songs, you know, always crop up, and I get letters from. Against All Odds is one that usually means a lot to a lot of people, you know. And it's very strange when you write a song and it goes out there, and you never know really what happens to it, and then you hear about all these stories that it's actually touched people's lives, and that's as a writer, it's the most wonderful thing to hear back, because you know it just touches people. So thank you very much, Simon. Could I just let you walk away? Just let you leave without a trace? When I stand here taking every breath with you, ooh, you're the only one who really knew me at all. How can you just walk away from me when all I can do is watch you leave? 'Cause we've shared the laughter and the pain, and even shared the tears. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space, and there's nothing left. Just an empty space, and you coming back to me is against all odds, and that's what I've got to face. Oh yeah. I wish I could just make you turn around, just turn around and see me cry. There's so much I need to say to you, so many reasons why. You're the only one who really knew me at all. So take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space, and there's nothing left here to remind me, just the memory of your face. Just take a look at me now, 'cause there's just an empty space. But to wait for you, that's all I can do, and that's what I've got to say. Take a look at me now, 'cause I'll still be standing here, and you coming back to me is against all odds, and that's what I've got to face. Oh, just take a look at me now. Thank you.
Love that song. First #1 single in the U.S.
Yeah.
And a Grammy winner. Very,
That's
very
right,
nice.
yeah.
And those are just the first 3 songs we've had tonight. We've got more going. Live by Request will roll on. We've got a surprise caller. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more of your requests right here on A&E.
Buy Phil Collins hits and get a Genesis Interviews 2 CD set free, only at TotalE.com.
Now that's total entertainment.
Escape the ordinary.
TV's been missing something lately. Like that. Values.
There's nothing wrong about wanting to go into the girls' bathroom.
You know, role models.
I would have donated my kidney whether you needed it or not.
Guidance.
Chicken, that's a good way to lose a beat.
But now, Wholesome has 2 new names, Cow and Chicken. Wednesday at 8 p.m. only on Teletoon.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
And
Tuesday on Discovery Channel. They are the lords of illusion, the masters of magic, the sultans of the sleight of hand. They are known as conjurers, escape artists, and freaks and geeks. From Houdini to Henning, meet the magicians. Peer into their little bag of tricks. Grand Illusions, the story of magic. Tuesday, only on Discovery Channel.
They love you. They love you. They love you. Not just another Thursday night. This is Live by Request, starring Phil Collins. Welcome back. We have a caller on the air. This is Tony from New York. Say hi to Phil.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Tony.
Hi, this is Tony Bennett.
Yeah.
Well, you're doing a great job.
Tony from New York. Ah, okay. How are you, Mr. Bennett?
Oh, you sound wonderful. Just call me Tony, all right?
I know. It's lovely to hear from you.
Yeah, well, you're doing so wonderful.
Hey, Tony, it's Mark McEwen. What do you want to hear?
True Colors.
Ooh. Yeah, okay.
I'd like to...
You know, people don't know, but Tony Bennett came up with this idea for Live by
That's
Request.
right.
Tony, it'd be so great if you could be here tonight, because this is your idea. I know you're a big fan of Tony Bennett.
Absolutely, yeah. Tony, I did my big band thing, you know, I'm doing it now, really, but 2 years ago I started it, and I thought, I'm just going to play the drums, but who would be the best possible singer to come out and sing with us? And I invited Tony to come out on tour with us, and he came out and he sang with us. It's a great pleasure to play his songs with the Ralph Sharon Trio. And he was wonderful, and we bump into each other all across the world, and I love him very much. He's a wonderful singer.
Well, Tony, Phil's out here talking good about you.
Well, you know, Phil, we did that thing for Mandela and the Queen of England that was at the Royal Albert Hall. It was so unforgettable. I'll remember that for the rest of my life.
That's right. It was a wonderful, wonderful occasion.
All right, Tony, well, if you're ever in the neighborhood, stop by.
Well, I could come by right now if you want.
You could come by?
Oh, yeah?
Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Bennett!
You know, when Tony did the first show, you did the first show, right? Of Live by Request? You did the first show?
Yep.
And I was in Florida rehearsing for the Dance into the Light tour, and we turned on the television, and you were doing it, and I tried to call in and didn't get through. True.
I have connections. You're doing a fabulous job.
Wow, we're having a good time.
And I understand you actually did one for Britain also.
That's right. Earlier today we did
Isn't that great?
the same thing, but to England, which is extraordinary. You know, thousands of miles.
I know. It's amazing.
Yeah, went out live to Britain, yeah.
Great.
And
Well, do that song. I'd like to hear, you know, I paint a little, so I've been doing a painting of Mark McEwen all day long, really. I'm not kidding you. So, True Colors. Let's...
We'll do it. We'll do it.
Good to see you.
So Tony.
Tony Bennett.
You don't get many of him anymore. Let them This world makes you crazy, and you're taking all you can bring. You just call me up because you know I'll be there, and I see your true colors shining. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors. True colors are shining through. I see your true colors. That's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors. True colors are beautiful. They're beautiful like a rainbow. Yeah, 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 yeah. Ooh. Show me your colors. Show me your rainbow. Show me your colors. Show me your rainbow. That's why I love you. Show me your colors. Show me your rainbow. Show me your rainbow. Show me your colors. Show me your rainbow. Show me your rainbow. Show me your colors. Show me your colors. Show me your rainbow. 'Cause that's why I love you. Oh, true colors.
Thank you. What a nice song.
Love that song. Love that song. Love the way Cyndi Lauper does that as well. That's a sweet tune.
You hit the song.
Cindy's great.
She's
That's
great,
on
yeah.
your hits album. Of course, that comes out next Tuesday.
Yeah, that's a single.
14 top 10 singles, 7 number ones, 6 Grammys, 70 million albums sold. I remember stuff like this. When you have 6 Grammys, where do you put them?
Wherever you
want.
Yeah, wherever you want.
Let's take the next call here. This is Cindy from New York City. Hi, Cindy. You're on with Phil Collins. Hello? Cindy?
Hi.
Well, I guess it's not. Well,
That wasn't going to be Cindy.
no, that wasn't going to be Cindy.
That's
Now,
right.
now she's there. You there, Cindy?
Yeah, I'm here.
Cindy who?
Cindy Lauper.
There's Cindy Lauper.
It's just one surprise after the other. How are you?
Okay. No, I think it sounds great. You did such a great job.
Thanks for writing such a lovely song. I've always loved it. You know, last time I was in New York, we were rehearsing at SIR and I bumped into you. And we're always bumping into each other somewhere. But thanks for writing a song like
I didn't write it. Billy did. Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly wrote it. I just
Oh,
arranged
that's right.
it.
Yeah. But it was still you. You with the sound.
I'm scared to say, Cindy, why don't you stop by? No, I'm not going to say that. Cindy, do you have a request tonight?
Oh, yeah. You know, she's an easy lover.
Sure, we can do that. That was me and Phil Bailey and Nathan here, Nathan East. He wrote, me, Phil and Nathan wrote it. Daryl played on it too. We got the whole cast here. It's Easy Lover, right. job.
Don't go away, everybody. Phil Collins, Live by Request, will continue on A&E.
If you thought AT&T One Rate Plus made calling simple at 10 cents a minute,
A little too simple, maybe.
In case you're just walking into your house, welcome back to A&E's Live by Request, starring Phil Collins. And a lot of people know you as a singer and a songwriter. You've also had a showbiz career. Oliver as a young man, Hard Day's Night as a little bit older man, Buster in movies like that.
Yeah.
You're also involved with a movie right now that's not out yet, Tarzan. Tell me about it.
Yeah, that's...
Which part do you play?
No, it's a Disney animated feature. But they do say that there's an ape in there that, in one of the scenes where there's some drums, you know, there's an ape that looks like me. And I wouldn't put it past them. I wouldn't put it past them at all. But it's a fantastic experience. Boy, it's a long project, you know, it's like 4 years and usually from beginning to end, and it comes out next June in the States. And I've written the words and the music, and it's been an education. It's fantastic. And the movie is just progressing rapidly, obviously, now. It's... I hope it's going to be one of those classics.
So do we. Yeah. Tarzan next year. Let's go down south to Florida. Paul, you're on the air with Phil Collins.
I can't believe this. Phil Collins.
Believe
my idol.
it.
Hi, Paul.
There's nobody better than you, Phil. Huge fan.
Thank you very much. I'll take the compliment.
There's not an album of yours I don't have. It all started for me, though, in college a long time ago. With Face Value and my favorite song, In the Air Tonight.
Ooh.
I love to hear it. Sing it.
Got good taste, Paul.
Thank you.
Right. There's just one thing about this song. This is my golden opportunity to talk to the United States. Now, there's this story going around, right? And this story gets a little bit longer every time I come here about, you know, I'm supposed to have witnessed someone drowning, or I saw someone else witness someone drowning that didn't do anything about it. I got this person to the gig, sat them in the front row and shined a light on them, sang this song. And when the next time someone tells you something like that, you just say, bullshit. Okay? Because I know, I wrote those lyrics, they came out of my head. I didn't write anything down, they just came out of my head spontaneously. So I don't know what it's about. So the next time someone else says to you, they know what it's about, you say, Phil doesn't know what it's about. So why should you? But we can do this, we can do this. It's not easy, but we can do it. Well, you told me
that grin, 'cause I know where you've been. Solving a pack of lies, and I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, well, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord. Well, I remember, don't worry. How could I ever forget? It's the first time, the last time we ever met. But I know the reason why you keep your silence up. No, you don't fool me, 'cause the hurt doesn't show, the pain still grows. It's no stranger to you and me. I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Oh Lord, I can feel it coming in the air. I can feel it coming in the air. I've been waiting for this moment all my life.
If you're thinking about going anywhere else, don't. Coming up next, we got more great Phil Collins music and a very special surprise you won't want to miss as A&E's Live by Request continues after these messages.
Phil Collins Live by Request is brought to you in part by the United States Postal Service.
When you ship with Priority Mail, it's a great way to save money. But what about other parts of the world? There's Global Priority Mail. And here's the best part. Give us a few days more, and you can save up to 70% over FedEx or UPS. So, what's your global priority? Try Global Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
After 40 years in the market, it takes a lot to rattle us.
Call American Century at 1-800-422-7420.
To catch a criminal,
$20?
it takes brains behind the bus on an all-new L.A. Detective. Tomorrow at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific on A&E.
TV's been missing something lately.
Like that.
Values.
There's nothing wrong about wanting to go into the girls' bathroom.
You know, role models.
I would have donated my kidney whether you needed it or not.
Guidance.
Chicken, that's a good way to lose a beat.
But now, Wholesome has 2 new names. Cow and Chicken. Wednesday at 8 p.m. only on Teletoon.
I think I'm gonna be sick. And
Tuesday on Discovery Channel. They are the lords of illusion, the masters of magic, the sultans of the sleight of hand. They are known as conjurers, escape artists, and freaks and geeks. From Houdini to Henning, meet the magicians. Peer into their little bag of tricks. Grand Illusions, the story of magic. Tuesday, only on Discovery Channel.
Welcome back to Live by Request, starring Phil Collins. I'm Mark McEwen. We are here live on A&E, simulcasting on radio stations across North America. Everybody's going ba-bum, 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 just like we all were doing in the studio. And cybercasting live on the internet. If you want to call in, talk to Phil, request a Phil Collins song, the number to call, write it down, 1-888-414-PHIL. Or check out Total E's webcast at livebyrequest.com. Phil, nicely done on the drums and singing, and we're air drumming right along with you all in the studio.
I've had a lot of practice.
You also have produced people, Eric Clapton, Stephen Bishop. Eric's in the studio tonight, sitting right over here. Philip Bailey and David Crosby. What's it like taking off the one hat, putting on the other as a producer?
Well, I like to look at it that I help these people that are friends of mine. You know, they're my friends first, and then they ask me to help them make their records. The hardest thing, I've got to be honest, the hardest thing was when I first did Eric's record. I did 2 albums with him, but the first one was Behind the Sun. The first time I had to put my finger on the button and say, could we do that guitar solo again? That was the hardest thing, you know?
Do you say Mr. Clapton after you say that? We have another caller on the line. This is Larry from Great Falls, Montana. You're talking to Phil Collins. Say hi, and what's your request?
Hello, Phil.
Hi.
Well, I can't believe it. Phil, I just want you to know I love all of your music.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for the work you put into it. Please, could you play Don't Lose My Number? And I would love to see you play the drums. You could.
I play the drums.
A little pushy, isn't it?
Well, I can't, you know, we got the drums over there because we have to have every contingency covered, right?
Yes.
You know, and we got the piano over there in case someone else gets requested. But I have to sing this one from out front, you know, because it's just one of those coordination things. But, I mean, I played the drums on the last one. So what do you want, blood? Well, we can do this.
Don't lose that number.
We can do that, Larry. Don't lose my number? Okay. You know how that one goes.
They wouldn't stop until they found him. They didn't know him and they didn't understand. Nobody asked him why. Get out of my way. I heard a shout and then a blinding light. All I could see was him running down the street, out of the shadows and into the night. Now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy, please, Billy, don't you lose my number, no, 'cause you're not anywhere, no, 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 that I can find you. Oh, don't give up, keep running, keep hiding. Now don't give up, oh Billy, if you know you're right, don't give up, 'cause you know that I'm on your side. Don't give up, oh Billy, 'cause you better run for your life. Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy, please, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere, no, 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 that I can find you. Oh, waking at night, leaving fear behind. Shadows are on the ground. Now nobody knew where to find him. No evidence was found. I'm never coming back. I heard him cry. You know what? I believe him, 'cause he never meant to do anything wrong. He's gonna get worse if he waits too long. Now, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy, 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 don't you lose my number, no, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy, Billy, don't you lose my number, 'cause you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy, 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 don't you lose my number, and you're not anywhere that I can find you. Oh, Billy. Thank you. Thank you very much. The Cats.
So, Phil, how could you have possibly played the drums on that while you were running around singing?
Well, you know, actually, I in my school group when I was 14, 15, I did play the drums and sing.
Yeah.
And so the coordination actually is something I got together. In fact, in a lot of the Genesis tunes, when there used to be long instrumental sections, you know, with a little bit of vocal in the middle, and then I used to go and sing that from behind the drums. So physically, it's not that hard, actually. I did lie to Larry. I'm so sorry.
I think Larry's happy. We have another phone call. This is Debbie from Ottawa. You're on with Phil. Hello.
Hi, Phil.
Hi, Debbie.
How's it going?
Very good.
Jeez, I remember 1980 in Ottawa, at the Ottawa Civic Center.
Yep.
I don't know if you remember me. I was in the 60th row with the binoculars.
You said you'd never call me on the air.
I just want to say...
But I was pretty good, wasn't I? Okay,
I'm a
sorry.
social worker here in Ottawa, and I just want to put this song out for all the social workers in this world. Your music is very provokes thought and emotion, and this particular song was just a hit with me when it came out. And that's Another Day in Paradise.
Yep. All right.
Send it out, man.
Debbie, the stuff, I met more people, you know, homeless shelters, volunteers on the Sirius tour and also the Both Sides tour, because once you start this work, you continue it, because it all needs to be done. I met so many people that do this stuff for nothing. You know, they do it because it has to be done, and they do it for the love of other people. I think it's fantastic. So well done, Debbie. It's great stuff. As I said before, we have every contingency covered, really, because we never know what is going to be requested, right?
That's right.
So I took a gamble on this song being requested, and I invited one of my dearest, dearest friends, and also someone that has been a hero in my musical life since I started to play the drums. He sang on this record, and it was the first time we'd worked together. We've worked together since, and I love him dearly, and I know you all love him dearly as well. Mr. David Crosby. This man is my friend, and I'm very, very proud to have him as a friend. Thank you for coming. So we'll sing Another Day in Paradise.
See another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, please think twice, 'cause it's just another day for you and me in paradise. Think about it. Think about it. Think about it. Oh, think about it. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Paradise. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. It's just another day, another day for you and me in paradise. Paradise. It's just another day. It's just another day. It's another day. Just another day. It's just another day for you and me in paradise. Oh, paradise. Oh, it's just another day.
David Crosby. Thank you.
This Friday, the end
You died, Chris.
is just the beginning.
I need Annie.
I can find her.
Robin Williams,
It's about not giving up.
What Dreams May Come, rated PG-13. Starts Friday at theaters everywhere.
We switched.
To Northland.
Ocean Spray Cranberry Cocktail is just 27% juice, but Northland Cranberry Juice blends are 100% juice, naturally sweetened with apple and grape juice. Northland, always 100% juice.
Matt, got your email. Vancouver? Genius. Passed it on to Epps. He's running it through the Northwest.
Hey, Matt. Idea's a hit in the Northwest. I've got purchasing checking suppliers.
You want it up top. Client briefing. Your Vancouver idea.
Want to take your business to the next level?
Because of our passion for design and engineering, our vehicles speak for themselves. And recently, others have had some great things to say about our quality, too. Sebring Convertible, Total Quality Award. Town & Country, Total Quality Award. Cirrus, Best in Class and Initial Quality by J.D. Power & Associates. Concorde, Best in Class and Initial Quality by J.D. Power & Associates. Chrysler, engineered to be great cars.
In Search of History is going British.
Smashing.
With tip-top programs like Scotland Yard's Great Investigations.
Fascinating.
England's Great Wall, built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian.
They say he was quite mad.
And The Missing Princes of England, a ghastly tale of medieval murder.
Tea, anyone?
Bloody Old England Week on In Search of History. Beginning October 12th on the History Channel.
Not available in Canada. Pity.
When the market caught the Asian flu and the ruble turned to rubble, who was looking out for your interests? Instead of calling your stockbroker, you could be calling your own shots on the new E-Trade, getting free real-time quotes, breaking news alerts, continuous portfolio tracking, 24-hour access. It's the #1 rated place to invest online. If you're interested in looking out for your own interests, call 1-800-E-TRADE-1 to find out why. Someday, we'll all invest this way.
A lot of folks need peace of mind these days, and that's just what they get with Napa Auto Care's Peace of Mind warranty. Repairs are guaranteed on both parts and labor for 6 months or 6,000 miles anywhere they travel. And when they use the Napa card, their guarantee doubles to 12 months or 12,000 miles. How do I know our customers find peace of mind here? Because I own this shop, and their peace of mind is guaranteed.
We keep America running. We keep America running.
Welcome back to Live by Request. I'm Mark McCune along with Phil Collins. Boy, that was so hot with David Crosby.
Yeah.
And David has a record of his own, CPR,
That's
with
right.
his new son that he has found. So if you're looking for new David Crosby music, let's talk about your album. It comes out next Tuesday. It's called Hits. Another Day in Paradise is on that one. Years ago, in a galaxy far, far away, on a day that we did Live Aid, there was only one person on the planet that played in London, in Wembley, and also in Philadelphia. It was you.
Only person stupid enough to
Your clothes that you wore that day are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, unlaundered.
That's where they are.
That's where they are.
I knew I gave them to somebody.
What possessed you, or how did it come about to play both those places, and how'd you do it?
Well, I wasn't going to be the only person originally. You know, they had Duran Duran were going to play in England, and Power Station, I think, were going to play in America, and they had John Taylor, and I think one of the other guys was in the same band. So I wasn't going to be the only person. Then suddenly one of those bands dropped out, and I ended up being the only guy, you know. But it was, for me, it was a day of logistics, you know, playing the set with Sting, getting to the airport, getting on the helicopter, getting on Concorde first. And I've got to tell you this story. No, I haven't got time. It's a shame, because Cher was on Concorde, you see.
Oh, Cher was on the Concorde?
And she said to me, what's happening, what's happening? So I said, well, there's this big concert going on, you know. So she said, well, can you get me on it? So I said, well, you don't need me to get you on it, just turn up. So anyway, at the very end of the evening, right, I'm destroyed by the end of the evening. Someone's unplugged me, and So I go back to New York from Philadelphia, and I watched the finale on television, because I was supposed to sing on the finale. And there she is, right up the front of the stage with the microphone. You want it bad, you can do it.
I heard she said Phil sent me when she came to backstage. We have Stephanie on the line from Washington State. Hi, Stephanie, how are you?
Hi, I'm good.
Talk to Phil.
Phil.
Hi, Stephanie.
I've admired you for years, and my husband always makes fun of me because I listen to your music all the time.
Send him over. What's the matter with that?
I have a little story. Before my husband asked me to marry him, I told him that I had another man in my life, and he kind of hesitated, and then he said, well, can I ask who he is? And I said, Phil. And he said, Phil who? And I said, Phil Collins.
And he's after me with a gun, right?
Yeah. No, he said that, I told him that if we ever met each other, we would fall madly in love, and he'd be out of the picture.
Stephanie, would you like to request a song tonight, maybe?
I would.
Before one of us gets arrested.
I would like for you to play I Can't Dance.
Oh. Well, yeah, we can do that. We've rehearsed a few Genesis tunes. We can do that one.
Great.
Sure, we can do that, Stephanie. You want to hear that one, right? Better be safe for this. Some words here. Hot sun beating down, burning my feet and just walking around. Hot sun making me sweat. Gate is getting close, it hasn't got me yet. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling everything. Blue jeans sitting on the beach. Her dog is talking to me, but she's out of reach. She's got a body under that shirt. The only thing to rub is my face in the dirt. I can dance, I can talk. Only thing about me is the way that I walk. I can dance, I can sing. I'm just standing here selling That's something you don't see very often.
I had to get out because I was sweating so much in there. When you are surfing the net, this is the other end of the surfing of the net. You say you want to make a request online. These are the people that are taking your request. Look at them. They're working diligently. None of them has a tan because they haven't been outside. They've been in front of these computers. When we come back, your email request as Live by Request continues. You guys look good, though. I just want to tell you, look very good.
So, you finally made it. You got in when they were all getting out. You held when they sold, and then you sold when they held. So what are you gonna do now? Keep them believing you know something they don't. Which means you should head to your Mitsubishi retailer and take advantage of their great lease deal on the luxurious 98 Diamante ES. Right now, you can get it for just $339 a month for 42 months. That's a 3.5-liter V6 luxury car with all the amenities for a low lease price of just $339 a month. Hurry, you don't have much time.
Send your packages in 2 days with FedEx to lots of different places. You get lots of different prices.
Send your packages in 2 days with UPS to lots of different places. You get lots of different prices.
Send your packages in 2 to 3 days with Priority Mail to lots of different places. You get the same price. You know, $3.
So, what's your priority? Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
This fall, one movie has the critics laughing. The Imposters is vintage Marx Brothers.
I'm the man!
It's entertaining.
America, thank you.
Inspired.
Excellent!
Hilarious.
Do you want to be the guy who dies first?
And deliciously amusing.
Don't flatter me, dude.
A comedy for the multiple personalities in all of us. Oliver Platt, Stanley Tucci, The Imposters.
They're not real!
Rated R. Exclusive engagement starts Friday, October 2nd.
In Search of History is going British.
Smashing.
With tip-top programs like Scotland Yard's Great Investigations.
Fascinating.
England's Great Wall, built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian.
They say he was quite mad.
And The Missing Princes of England, a ghastly tale of medieval murder.
Tea, anyone?
Bloody Old England Week on In Search of History. Beginning October 12th on the History Channel.
Not available in Canada. Pity.
If you thought AT&T One Rate Plus made calling simple at 10 cents a minute,
A little too simple, maybe.
now there's something that'll have you calling even more.
What, are you sick?
Introducing 5 cents a minute on weekends.
That's half off.
AT&T One Rate Plus. 10 cents a minute, anytime, anywhere, and now 5 cents a minute on weekends.
How do you sleep at night?
Some of you dialing perhaps a little too hard.
To get 5-cent weekends, call now to enroll.
After 40 years in the market, it takes a lot to rattle us.
Call American Century at 1-800-422-7420.
Welcome back to A&E's Live by Request starring Phil Collins. All night long, we've been getting email requests on your website at livebyrequest.com. Please keep it coming. Let us know what you think. Should we tell them what's going on in the commercial breaks while they're home? It's been a Motown extravaganza up here. We were just singing. All right. In my hands, I have an email that just came across to Phil Collins. That's you. From Susan in Victoria, BC. I'm doing my homework, listening to the show. I was hoping you would play Groovy Kind of Love for my husband and me. It was our wedding song. We still have that groovy love thing going on. Wow. Was that too much information? Do we need to know they have the love thing going on? Would you play it for us?
Of course we can play it.
This is for Susan in Victoria, BC.
I have to go over there.
When I'm feeling blue, all I gotta do is take a look at you. Then I'm not so blue. When you're close to me, oh, I can feel your heartbeat. I can hear you breathing in my ear. Wouldn't you agree that, baby, you and me, we got a groovy kind of love? Anytime you want to, you can turn me on to anything you want to, anytime at all. When I kiss your lips, oh, I start to shiver, can't control the quivering inside. Wouldn't you agree that, baby, you and me, we got a groovy kind of love? When I'm feeling blue, all I gotta do is take a look at you. Then I'm not so blue. When I'm in your arms, oh, nothing seems to matter. My whole world could shatter. I don't care. Wouldn't you agree that, baby, you and me, we've got a groovy kind of love? We've got a groovy kind of love. We got a groovy kind of love. Oh, oh, we got a groovy kind of love. Thank you.
As we say, very nice. So very nice. Phil, can I ask you about your big band experience? You came out with a huge band, 20-piece if I'm not mistaken. And tell me about your love for the big band and why in the midst of all of this you came out with a band like that.
Well, a lot of people don't even know I play the drums, you know. I mean, I am a drummer. I am a drummer since the age of 5, really. And in '66, when I started to listen to all, I mean, my horizons broadened, and I started to listen to jazz, and I discovered Buddy Rich and his band, and then I discovered Count Basie and all these wonderful people, and I wanted to do it. And so 2 years ago, I went out. I decided that now was the time. I was old enough to handle it. So I took a band out, and we had Tony Bennett singing with us. We had Quincy conducting us, and it was fantastic. We did a short tour of Europe, and I just did a tour of America, actually, in July, and we did a tour of Europe after that. And it's going to be something now I'll do till I drop, really. You know, it's going to be one of those things that I really feel very at home, and I love it. And there's one thing, I mean, I'm very lucky to have this opportunity, but I'm actually playing on Saturday night in New York at Manhattan Center. I'm playing with the Buddy Rich Band because he has I mean, Buddy, of course, is no longer with us, but his band is put together annually for a scholarship concert, and I'm playing for about an hour with his band. And that's going to be a thrill of a lifetime for me, because it's... You know. So I'm going to be doing that.
All right. Well, shall we go back to the phones?
Okay.
John from Edison, New Jersey, you're on with Phil. Say hi, and what do you want to hear?
Hi, hi, Phil. Nice to talk to you.
Hi.
Hi. I'm 14 years old, and my mom introduced me to your music when I was young, and I've been listening to you ever since. And I want to tell you that you're really the bomb.
You're the bomb, Phil.
I'm a bomb.
What do you want to hear, John?
I knew that.
I'd like to hear Something Happens on the Way to Heaven.
Yeah. We can do that. We can do that.
All right.
And we'll do it just for you and your mum.
Great song, Phil. Great song. Now, a Live by Request program note. This is another hot one coming up. The one and only Gloria Estefan will be starring on our next Live by Request November 3rd.
All right.
Buy Phil Collins hits and get a Genesis Interviews 2 CD set free, only at TotalE.com.
Now that's total entertainment.
We switched, so did we, to Northland.
Ocean Spray Cranberry Cocktail is just 27% juice, but Northland Cranberry Juice blends are 100% juice, naturally sweetened with apple and grape juice. Northland, always 100% juice.
So, you finally made it. You got in when they were all getting out. You held when they sold, and then you sold when they held. So what are you gonna do now? Keep them believing you know something they don't. Which means you should head to your Mitsubishi retailer and take advantage of their great lease deal on the luxurious 98 Diamante ES. Right now, you can get it for just $339 a month for 42 months. That's a 3.5-liter V6 luxury car with all the amenities for a low lease price of just $339 a month. Hurry, you don't have much time.
Welcome to My Mailboxes, etc. You know, this may look like a regular mailbox, but let me tell you the secret. You get a street address, not just a P.O. box number. That means we can sign for your FedEx shipments and other packages. You get an entire support staff. Where else are you going to be able to call and check your mail? I mean, come on, who's going to do that for you? We'll also forward that mail anywhere in the world. Can your mailbox do that?
You could win $50,000. Play What's in the Box, now at your neighborhood mailboxes, etc.
An A&E special presentation.
They just wanted to make their children's lives better.
Italians in America, October 11th at 9 Eastern, 10 Pacific on A&E. Who do you want to be today?
We have nothing.
Only one radio station in Toronto gives you weather updates 144 times a day, minimum.
The forecast for Friday includes rain and lots of it, so make sure.
Accurate weather updates at least 6 times an hour.
Weather Center, not looking good for the 3-day forecast.
Reliable weather updates every 10 minutes, 24 hours a
So
day.
keep an umbrella handy or anything to keep yourself dry while the shower.
The Weather Watch never stops on All News Radio, 680 News.
So fix the mill show and fix it cheap, okay? There's no money there. None. Sure.
Assembly line television. Make the most shows with the least money in the fastest time. Hire some mook to stand in front of that camera and cook, bake, sew, renovate, decorate, give advice, show commercials, doesn't matter. As long as you can keep pumping them out 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 episodes a day. It's not about making art. It's about making widgets.
Made in Canada, Monday at 8:30 on CBC.
Are you having fun tonight?
Oh, yeah, we're having a great time. Great time.
Phil, I feel like I know them. I love them. Your band. Could you tell us who they are?
Certainly. Fabulous people. This is Arnold McCullough over here. And Miss Amy Keys. And back there on the keyboards, Mr. Brad Cole. Here from England, Mr. Ronnie Carroll. On the drums, we have Mr. Ricky Lawson. Mr. Nathan East on the bass. Mr. Daryl Sturmer on the guitar. And over here, last but not least, on the percussion, Mr. Luis Conti. These are my guys, you know, these are my guys and gals. These are the cats.
All together, we are not worthy. I'm kidding. Marilena from Calgary, Canada, you're on the air with Phil Collins. What's your request?
My request is, first of all, I'd like to say that you do have an excellent group or a band there. And not only that, I wanted to say that because of your music, my husband and I have both surpassed and overcome a lot of obstacles through the inspiration of your tunes or music. But because I can't take you home with me, I want to take my honey, so that's the song I'm requesting, is Take Me Home.
Sure.
There you go.
Yeah, this is one of my favorites, actually. I like this song very much.
So I find out all I can come out to find you. I don't like to go outside. They can turn off my feelings like they're turning off that light. And I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. Seems so long I've been waiting, but I still don't know what for. There ain't no point in me escaping, so I don't worry anymore. There's a fire that's been burning right outside my door. I can't see, but I feel, and it helps to keep me warm. So I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. I don't mind. No. Oh, I tell you I don't mind. I don't mind. I tell you I don't mind. So take me home, 'cause I don't remember. Take me home, 'cause I don't remember. Take me home. Oh, 'cause I've been a prisoner all my life, and I can say to you, take that love away. You see, mine is an ordinary life. I'm just working when it's daylight, and I'm just sleeping when it's night. I got no far horizons. I don't wish upon no star. They don't think that I listen, oh, but I know who they are. Oh, and I don't mind. Oh, I don't mind. I tell you I don't mind. I don't mind. No. I tell you I don't mind. So come on, take me home, 'cause I don't remember. Take me home. And I go home, but I don't remember. Take me home. No, but I don't remember. Take me home. 'Cause I've been this prisoner all my life, and I can say to you, but I don't remember. Sing it. You gotta go home, but I don't remember. You gotta go home, but I don't remember. Gotta go, but I don't remember. Take me home now, take me home now, take me home now, take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Just take me home. Take me home. Take me home. Take me home.
good. Just take me
That was nice. Oxygen available for all of you after the show. Stay with us as Live by Request continues.
When you ship with Priority Mail, it's a great way to save money. But what about other parts of the world? There's Global Priority Mail. And here's the best part. Give us a few days more, and you can save up to 70% over FedEx or UPS. So, what's your global priority? Try Global Priority Mail from the U.S. Postal Service.
One of my dollars goes into washing my car, and another one pays for my auto insurance. And the insurance guys use my dollar to build this insanely sophisticated computer system that spits out checks real fast, which is great. Because I know if anything ever happens, they'll take care of it immediately. So instead of thinking about my car, I can think about all the other stuff I have to deal with, like, you know, my dry cleaning.
So, you finally made it. You got in when they were all getting out. You held when they sold, and then you sold when they held. So what are you gonna do now? Keep them believing you know something they don't. Which means you should head to your Mitsubishi retailer and take advantage of their great lease deal on the luxurious 98 Diamante ES. Right now, you can get it for just $339 a month for 42 months. That's a 3.5-liter V6 luxury car with all the amenities for a low lease price of just $339 a month. Hurry, you don't have much time.
Matt, got your email. Vancouver? Genius. Pass it on to Epps. He's running it through the Northwest.
Hey, Matt. Ideas a hit in the Northwest. I've got purchasing checking suppliers.
You want it up top. Client briefing. Your Vancouver idea.
Want to take your business to the next level?
I'll take it.
Feel like you're in heaven now. Get a cashback bonus award later. Hallelujah. Discover the feeling. It pays.
Now an exclusive offer from A&E and Atlantic Records. 3 Phil Collins collections on compact disc. Face Value, his solo debut. The Grammy Award-winning No Jacket Required. And Phil Collins' latest release, Hits. Receive all 3 CDs for the discount price of $36.95, plus shipping and handling. Call 1-800-423-1212 to order this one-of-a-kind CD anthology.
We are back on A&E's Live by Request. I'm Mark McEwen with Phil Collins. Thank you, Phil, for a wonderful evening. I want to thank Tony Bennett, Cyndi Lauper, also David Crosby, and I want to thank all our viewers at home, those of you here in our studio. Did you guys have fun tonight or what?
We did too, yeah.
And all the people on radio and on the internet. Phil's new album, Hits, is in the stores this Tuesday. Phil, absolute pleasure, my friend.
Thanks,
as a tradition, yep. The last request is yours.
Well, we like this tune, and actually this is no small coincidence, in fact. But we're going to play out with Wear My Hat, which has turned into a bit of a stage classic for us. So we're going to do that. On your marks, get set. Well, she came looking at me with her arms open wide, like some long-lost friend of mine. She said, excuse me, but do you remember me? expressing some interest in the number of my room. She said, excuse me, do you remember me? I said, no. She said, can I appeal to you? So she looked me up and down, rising insinuations, I blushed. And she said, listen, babe, well, you don't know me. No, you don't know me, but you owe me. And I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. Put your arms around me, 'cause I love you. And I got all your records, and I love you. So I suggested, you can wear my hat, you can have my coat, you can take my shirt, 'cause I don't need it. You can wear my shoes, you can take my socks. Come on, take my baggage, y'all. If you love it, you can have it if you love it. Come on, take it if you love it. Come on, take it if you love it. Love it, come on, love it. Well, that day this guy came to me with a tiny scrap of paper in his hand. He said, hey, buddy, can you sign your name for me? I said, no, why do I owe you money? He said, no. So I said, listen, pal, do I know you? Have we ever met? Why do you want my name on this little piece of paper? He said, I love you. I don't know you, but I love you. Put your arms around me, 'cause I love you. Like my brother, I love you. So I suggested, you can wear my hat, you can have my coat, you can take my shirt, 'cause I don't need it. You can wear my shoes, you can take my socks. Come on, take my bag, it's yours. If you love it, you can have it if you love it. What's mine is yours if you love it. If you love it, come on, love it. Wear my hat, you can wear my hat, you can wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, come on, wear my hat. I don't need nothing. Take my hat. Take my bag, it's yours. You can wear my hat, you can wear my hat, you can wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, come on, wear my hat. Wear my hat, you can wear my hat, come on, wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, wear my hat, you can wear my hat, come on, wear my hat. Wear my hat, wear my hat.
Phil Collins Live by Request has been brought to you in part by Mitsubishi Motors and by American Century Investments.
So, finally